833 Louis the Pious, King of the Franks, performs public act of penance at the Church of Saint Medard in Soissons. 866 Pope Nicholas I answers the envoys of Boris ad consulta vestra. In 1002 English King Ethelred II the Unready launches St Brice Day massacre of Danish settlers. Jane Grey accused of treason. 1553 English Lady Jane Grey and Archbishop Thomas Cranmer accused of high treason. Letters from the Segovia Woods. 1565 King Philip II's letters from the Segovia Woods, rejecting requests to abolish ordinances outlawing heresy, reach Brussels. In 1565 Pope Pius IV publishes Decree Professi Fidei. Battle at Turnham Green. 1642 Battle at Turnham Green outside London, King Charles IV's English Parliament. In 1715 Battle of Sheriffmuir during Jacobite rebellion. Battle inconclusive, but government forces halt advance of Jacobite army led by Scottish Earl of Mar. In 1775 American Revolutionary forces capture Montreal. In 1781 British troops occupy Negapatam, Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Benjamin Franklin. 1789 In a letter to Jean-Baptiste Le Roy, Benjamin Franklin writes, "In this world nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes." 1839 First U.S. Anti-Slavery Party, Liberty Party, convenes in NY. In 1839 Last Bull Run in Britain, as the Stamford Bull Run ends after 700 years. In 1841 James Braid first sees a demonstration of animal magnetism, which leads to a study of the subject he eventually calls hypnosis. In 1849 Peter Burnett elected first governor of California. 1851 First meeting of anti-revolutionary Netherlands Orange. In 1851 telegraph connection between London Paris linked. In 1851 the Denny Party lands at Alki Point, the first settlers of what would become Seattle, Washington. 1854 New Era sinks off New Jersey coast with loss of 300. In 1856 the Great Bell of Big Ben first chimes at the foot of the still unfinished clock tower outside the Palace of Westminster 1. In 1861 a letter is written by Reverend Mark R. Watkinson petitioning the Treasury Department to recognize Almighty God on American coins. The department eventually decides on the motto "In God We Trust." In 1864 the new Constitution of Greece adopted. In 1865 US issues first gold certificates. In 1868 American Philological Association organized in NY. In 1875 Harvard-Yale game is first college football contest with uniforms. In 1875 National Bowling Association organized in NYC. In 1887 Bloody Sunday clashes in central London. In 1900 Baltimore Orioles, now NY Yankees, enter baseball's American League. In 1901 Caister Lifeboat Disaster claims lives of 9 lifeboat men off the coast of Norfolk, England. Heart of Darkness. 1902 Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad is first published in one volume previously serialized by William Blackwood in Edinburgh. In 1906 C.W. Gregory out for 383 as NSW makes 763 v Queensland in record cricket innings by an Australian. In 1907 French bicycle maker Paul Cornu flies the first twin-rotor helicopter, lifting 1.5 m5 ft off the ground for 20 seconds. In 1907 the Conference of Central American States, convoked in response to the war between Honduras and Nicaragua, meets in Washington, D.C. to promote unification. 1909 259 miners die in a fire at St. Paul Mine at Cherry, Illinois. In 1909 Ben Simpson of Hamilton Tigers kicks 9 singles in 14-4 win over the Argos at Rosedale Field in Toronto. In 1909 Collier's magazine accuses U.S. Secretary of the Interior Richard Ballinger of questionable dealings in Alaskan coal fields. In 1916 British offensive at Anchor, Belgium. In 1916 Prime Minister of Australia Billy Hughes is expelled from the Labour Party over his support for conscription. In 1918 Prince Friedrich, last reigning Prince of Waldeck and Piedmont, abdicates. In 1918 Russia cancels Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. In 1918 Stahlhelm forms anti-communist Polish-French in Magdeburg. In 1920 Hudson River freezes at Albany. In 1921 US, France, Japan and British Empire sign a Pacific Treaty. In 1926, Indonesian Communist Party PKI uprising in Bantam, West Java. In 1927, New York, New Jersey Holland Tunnel, first twin-tube underwater auto tunnel, opens. In 1930, W.A. Drake S. Grand Hotel premieres in NYC. In 1931, Hattie Caraway D.K. appointed first U.S. women's senator. In 1933, first modern sit-down strike by Hormel meat packers in Austin, Minnesota. In 1935, anti-British riots in Egypt. In 1937, NBC forms the first full-size symphony orchestra, exclusively for radio. In 1938, America's first saint, Mother Frances Cabrini, beatified. Fantasia. 1940, Walt Disney's animated film Fantasia, starring Leopold Stokowski, the Philadelphia Orchestra, Mickey Mouse, and ballet dancing hippopotamuses, premieres at the Broadway Theatre, Nick. Draza Mihailovic meets German intelligence. 1941, German military intelligence service Abwehr meets with Yugoslav Chetnik guerrilla leader Draza Mihailovic. In 1941, U-81 torpedoes British aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal near Gibraltar. In 1942, chaotic sea battle of Friday the 13th at Guadalcanal. In 1942, minimum draft age lowered from 21 to 18 in the US. In 1945, Australian services draw first victory test against India. In 1946, scientist Vincent Differ produces the first artificial snow by dropping pellets of dry ice from an airplane into a supercooled cloud over Nt. Greylock, Massachusetts. In 1950, General Carlos Delgado Chilbord, president of Venezuela, is assassinated in Caracas. In 1950, US win first World Championship bridge contest. In 1951, Janet Collins is the first African-American dancer to appear at the Metropolitan Opera in a production of Ada. Left to O'Dowell's All-Stars. 1951, Left to O'Dowell's All-Stars, including Joe DiMaggio and Billy Martin, lose 3-1 to Pacific League All-Star Team Japan. In 1952, KLBK TV Channel 13 in Lubbock, TXCBS begins broadcasting. In 1954, dentist Fred Slack invents false fingernails after cutting.